Do you know that one person you'd give your life for without thinking twice? The one you defend from everything and everyone, even when you're the only voice saying, I believe in you? Well, I was that person. But life has a cruel way of showing us that sometimes loving too much is a mistake that costs dearly. This is the story of how I became a mother to my own sister, and how she traded me for someone who once laughed at our pain. It all started when I was 19. I was in my third semester of college, full of plans, dreaming of studying abroad. I wanted to be a musician. I already played at bars, did freelance recordings. Life was hard, but I finally felt like I had found my path. Until the phone rang. An accident. Our parents. Neither of them survived. My sister Sophia was just 8 years old. Her world collapsed. So did mine. But I didn't have time to cry. Within a week, I was signing papers, assuming custody, dropping out of college, and selling my gear to pay lawyers. Sophia didn't understand. She just cried. She kept asking where Mom was, when they were coming back. And I lied, because the truth was too cruel for a child. I remember that first night. She didn't sleep. She kept walking around the house calling for our parents. I laid on the floor next to her bed, holding her hand, telling her it was going to be okay, even though I didn't believe it. And it went on like that for months. I had to be a mother, a father, a sister, a protector, a provider. I took 2 jobs, one in the morning, another at night. I slept standing up, ate whatever I could, while my friends were going out, dating, traveling. I ran home to pick Sophia up from school. She had breakdowns, cried, screamed, hid in the bathroom. Teachers said she was troubled. I overheard a school counselor say, "This girl's going to be a problem, just like the mother." Right in front of her, our mom had depression. She was hospitalized twice. The pain of hearing that, I can't describe it. That same day, I sold the guitar my dad had given me, my favorite guitar, the only gift he ever gave me before he died. And I paid for 3 months of therapy for her in advance. While she went to therapy, I waited outside on the sidewalk, with a water bottle and a book I pretended to read. But inside, I just kept praying, God, give me strength, just a little more. And slowly, Sophia began to get better. The therapy helped. The breakdowns lessened. She started drawing again, smiling more. And me? I lived just to see her happy. I did everything I could. Transferred her to another school, got her a scholarship in a private institution with help from a social worker. I went to every meeting, every event. Even when I didn't have money for anything, I found a way to buy something nice so she wouldn't feel left out. Bought a dress for the school festival in 6 installments. Made a cake with old flour. But I did it. For years, I was her rock, her ground, her safe place. I told her, you are capable. You are not a problem. You are a strong girl. And every time she smiled, it felt like I got a piece of my soul back. When she turned 15, I saved for a whole year to throw her a small party. She cried. She said she loved me, said I was the best sister in the world, and I believed it. But life has a strange way of teaching us that not all love is returned. When she finished high school, I thought things were finally falling into place. I got a better job, fewer hours, started thinking about going back to school, reclaiming my dreams. Until one day, she came home with him. Ricardo. The name hit like a knife. He had gone to school with her. One of the worst kinds. The type of boy who mocked, made jokes, spread rumors. He once said she flirted with teachers to pass. Sophia cried because of him. I remember hearing her say she wanted to disappear because of what he said. And now, she brought him home. As her boyfriend. I stayed calm. I asked if she remembered who he was. She cut me off. You don't control me anymore. Stop trying to be my mom. That destroyed me. I stayed quiet, but that same night I heard them laughing in her room. Laughing at me. Laughing at the crazy sister who makes drama about everything. She said she only put up with me out of pity. That I was a shadow. That my obsession with taking care of her was sick. He laughed. Said I made up the sacrifices just to throw them in her face later. That I enjoyed playing the martyr. I cried silently in the bathroom like I used to when I was younger. But this time, it was worse, because it was her who turned her back on me. In the following weeks, she pulled away, stopped replying to my messages, said she was busy, that I was suffocating, that she needed space. I respected it, swallowed everything. But something inside me was dying a little more each day. 2 months later, I got a phone notification, a picture of her graduation, with him. The caption: "To those who truly stood by me, thank you for helping me get here." Me? I was in the hospital that day, with a bleeding ulcer caused by stress. She knew, and didn't call, didn't message, didn't come. Lying there in that hospital, alone, with the smell of medicine and machines beeping in the background, I realized I had created a one-sided love. I wasn't a sister, I was a shield, a crutch, a sacrifice, and when she didn't need me anymore, she threw me away, like a tool that served its purpose. I went months unable to hear her name. I felt anger, then guilt, then sadness, all at once. But over time, something started to shift. I started therapy, the same kind I once paid for her. But now, for me. For the first time in years, I talked about myself, about my dreams, the college I gave up, the guitar I sold, the sleepless nights, the times I wanted to give up but kept going, for love. The therapist told me something I'll never forget. Those who care too much for others often forget to exist themselves. And that was it. I had forgotten myself. I became the shadow of a caregiver, a woman with no name, no story, just a role. Today, I'm rebuilding everything, learning how to be someone outside of sacrifice. I bought a new guitar, went back to school. I have real friends, and most importantly, I learned that loving cannot mean disappearing. Sophia? I don't know where she is. I don't know if she'll ever come back. But if she does, she won't find the sister who lived on her knees. She'll find a woman standing tall, who learned how to say no, who understands that love cannot be a form of currency. And if you, listening to this, have ever sacrificed yourself for someone who only used you, I want to tell you, you are not alone. You are strong. You deserve recognition. And above all, you deserve to love yourself first. Comment respect if this story touched you. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, because everyone knows a Sophia. But few see the invisible heroes who gave everything and received silence in return. And never forget, you are not obligated to carry someone who won't hold your hand.